Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another recording of Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Let's continue. Had to think about what the name of this game is. Oddly, this probably is the closest you're gonna get to a Beyond Good and Evil.
Okay. On the other side of this door is the actual mech factory.
That's ever gonna actually get made.
Sink.
We're going into the mech factory, which implies to me that this might be the longer of the travels in the final boss area. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The game is glitched. I think my foot has glitched into the wall where the door opened. I can't do anything. We start from last checkpoint. Please don't be too long ago. This game has some bugs for a 7-year-old game. Alright, so we've got to now.
To get us both down, huh?
We've got to now come back down.
Hey!
I'm just gonna use that. And then we'll grapple and see if we can skip this. Can't actually skip this, I'm trying. The good news is I don't think I really have any reason to climb anywhere else. So I can just run to this point, and when he gets to this point, I can just hit B. You can see the programming in a feature like that because it doesn't allow you to do the thing you want to do until you move again. So it had done its actions to release it. He had done his actions to release the grappling hook, but the game didn't know that I was close enough to activate the grappling hook.
I did.
Until I had made a movement in any direction that would have been within the sphere of influence of that triggered action. This time, let's not get stuck in a door. Let's see. The only elements... I'm trying to think, what are the elements this game doesn't have that wouldn't make it Beyond Good and Evil 2? It doesn't have the photography element, which very possibly won't exist.
That's where we'll find a supercharger and a heat sink.
In Beyond Good and Evil 2, even though it wasn't Beyond Good and Evil.
I'll get this open.
One, it probably the story would be a little different, but not terribly different. The story writing might be different. I guess that's really what people nostalgic for Beyond Good and Evil 1 are going to say, is that they loved that first game and they're going to want the continuation of that exact story.
Here's the plan.
Flaws and
There's
all.
a supercharger on that platform. There's a problem. Some very strong mech signatures up there. To reach it, all we need to do is raise these 2 walkways.
We're back to a puzzle section.
You raise the walkways, I can hang back with this baby. When the mechs come out, I'll start dropping them while you go hand to hand.
Let's do it.
So
okay.
He's gonna shoot.
Let's get the first walkway up. Okay, monkey. Turn it on.
Turn this on. And then I guess my job is going to be to climb.
It's too far to jump. Throw me across.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. I would not trust anybody to throw me across anything. Even if you were a professional at it, I still feel like you'd eventually make a miscalculation. I think I'm too close to the edge to throw across. Come on, throw. Man, the game is not triggering things well.
Let's do the second walkway.
Watch out! As soon as it's raised, those mechs will be coming out.
So we don't have a cloud. And this is probably a section where I would like to increase my speed just a little bit.
You ready, monkey?
Now, when we got into the first open area after escaping from the ship, this game did feel a lot like Darksiders, but we never went back to that area, and I don't think we are gonna go back to that area. So I don't think this really is an open world game, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm ready.
So instead, getting collectibles is just going to require that you replay the storyline chapters. So Trip made it to safety. I didn't. Let's see. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. This guy only dies if she's got no distraction ability or anything like that. Well, the good news is that he just pummeled his own characters. The bad news is, like, this health, I don't get the point of the health vials. Like, she has never used any of these health vials for anything on... So, are they just not allowed even on normal mode? If I can stun this guy and hit him in the head. I can't skip this section also, by the way. So stun, and then headshot. And then headshot. And headshot. And then he's mad. So let's see if we can get him to taunt. And I tried to dodge that, that didn't work. Let's see. What am I trying to get this guy to taunt to? There we go. I guess I was just trying to taunt him into running into the wall, which I thought that might actually shake the wall and let's see if he explodes and kills these other two. Nope. There must be more coming somewhere.
Can you see a way up there?
Yeah, here.
Wow, that's kind of like the first time she's ever crawled on anything that isn't clearly a platform. My health, we can collect that. Seems like at some point we'll get over into that area on the left. Again, we're in one of these awkward fixed area.
Help me across.
Pick her up and throw her.
Oh!
But they knew that there was a massive mech from that area, and yet Pigsy still kind of let her be in danger, and she put herself in danger. Like, that doesn't make the most amount of sense. It's not like she was even needed to collect the item.
Let's get back to Pigsy and see what's next.
Like,
Well, I hope this Pigsy character knows what he's doing.
He's never let me down before.
so you could have done a little bit of better writing and had like a shield here. Even one of those doors that we saw blocking the area. That way there was a reason for her to be near the fight. And it would be nice if Pigsy actually did something, or felt like he was doing something in that fight, because it really did feel like he was. They could have given him a stun attack or something that would, at the very least, have given me some support. And he's swinging over there, and I guess I'm tossing her over this way again. Come on, camera. Just having to hit the A button over and over again.
Could you get down there and lower this for me?
Yeah, sure.
And it's got me moving on the same path that we have already done. Which is cool and all, but there was nothing new to do in that action. Let's go and collect a shot.
How do we get out of here?
We can get through here, but we'll have to blast through this wall. I'll throw an explosive charge, but you'll have to shoot it to detonate it. You can do that, can't you?
Pigsy.
There. All yours.
Pigsy showing that he can do some more helpful things. Odd that an explosive charge
Nice
wouldn't
shot,
have a
Lucky.
detonator.
Thank you very much.
It was okay.
It'd be funny if it said something different if you'd missed. Man, these are rather sparsely laid out collectibles. Oh, we do have an upgrade we could do also, so we should see what that's about. I'm just gonna upgrade everything that's cheap. So can we upgrade health? No, so it must be something here. Increase the stun duration. We have more of this corp, or OCP corp, is what I think it's supposed to be. Symbol. And this is supposed to be the factory.
Really cool. There are sections of machinery that are still functioning. I'd love to have seen this place in its prime.
Yeah, so this entire like area, and there's the moon,
Hurry up.
was a giant factory just to make mechs, I assume, for some what I assume
Pass
is
up there should get us
some
through.
kind of
Can you
war.
get Trip up here?
Yeah. What about me?
Just wait there a second.
Seems almost possible that you could have played this game as any of these 3 different characters, if you, particularly if you'd given Trip some ability to protect herself. Like, I could see playing this as Monkey, the most varied and capable character, and then the game asking you to play as Pigsy, who is a more of a glass cannon style character, and he does a lot of damage, but he takes a lot of
I'm stuck. There's machinery in the way.
Let me see what I can do.
like,
There's still power. I should be able to start the machinery up.
and then I could think of like
And do it.
a pacifist third run where you play as Trip and she's the most vulnerable. And we're getting more of this. But there's nothing wrong with this as long as they don't do too much of it. Unfortunately, they often do too much of it. This whole section, again, feels like it would have worked better if it had been done between some of the boat ride sections. Just to keep the gameplay varied and interesting.
I'm stuck here. There's no way across. Can we lower that walkway?
I'll throw a bomb. You see if you can shoot it, Monkey.
I hope I have shots. See, honestly, the game didn't have any extra shots.
This one's easy. There's a console over there. I'm gonna check it out.
Unless they're gonna help me.
This controls the hydraulics. Let me get them working.
Yeah, I need something to help me get further in this factory.
Done. Can you jump across? I can turn these for you. Just tell me when.
Doesn't seem like there's
Trick, turn it.
too much of a trick here. And there's no real control as far as which way she turns it. I think I could just make the jump there.
Let's keep moving. We're almost there.
And she's practically blocking the path, so I can't come back down this direction. But I'm not sure there's actually any collectibles or anything down this direction either. Ah, yes there are. So that was certainly worth getting. I suppose you might put a spin on the story and have it be that the pyramid and the monkey, the pyramid and the slavers actually want to rebuild, like society, and they just only know how to accomplish that by turning people into slaves. But that's just gonna be kind of a lame reason.
We need to get through here.
It would be better to not have any reason at all and just have the computers be crazy. And if the idea was to return the world to
This is
nature,
the main hangar where they constructed Titans.
this
Telling me
factory...
we're gonna find a Titan through there?
Actually, there is one. But luckily for us, they never fully assembled it.
Like, if the mechs do want to get back to nature, they're not doing a good job at all in this factory, because this is the exact opposite of nature. But the naturalism and back to nature idea is pretty popular amongst Japanese writers, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is some
All the way
themes
up
like
there
that.
is a heat sink. And we need it.
How do we get up there?
It's a bit tricky. I've used these cranes before to shift heavy salvage. I think you could use them to get across.
So, getting a heat sink is kind of ridiculous. Because you could make a
Monkey,
heat
if
sink
you can
out
get me
of
up there, I can
almost
release it.
any piece of metal, unless it needs to be a highly specialized, highly
Looks like we've got
efficient
company too.
heat
Monkey,
heat
Pixie,
sink.
can you take care of those mechs?
No problem.
Like,
I'll find a vantage point to cover you.
it would have been better if they'd gone with more computerized elements, like a processor, like a memory unit, a
Give me a moment to get in position.
memory storage unit, things like that. Although we are fixing a flying machine,
Okay, I'm in position.
if it was more
Whenever you're ready,
specialized
Monkey.
items instead of a very generic thing. Like any piece of metal anywhere around here, you could probably make a somewhat decent heat sink out of. There we go. So, like, one of the things I think is when they attack, I think they just do multiple hits. And because they do multiple hits, that's the reason why. Alright, I'm about to die. Alright, you get over here. Come over here and heal me. So that's the trick there. That's why it's never worked before, is because it only works in scenarios where she is on the ground and near you, and that is almost never a good thing.
I'm on my way.
Pigsy is doing nothing helpful. So yeah, I might as well have just died in that scenario.
You can throw me up there.
Wow, she made some good
Let's go.
distance. How about we instead come over here and see what our next upgrade is. So increase our stun duration. I probably would be doing a lot better with the second level of health regen. But yeah, I'm just trying to get them all at this point. Hope that I can afford all the upgrades.
My EMP is back online.
Good to know. So if I find another one of these health refill kits, I can pick it up, but they are completely
Let's
useless
try to get these cranes working.
items. It would be better for him to hold his own health refill kits and just use them.
I think you can get to the crane from that platform.
Here come more mechs. I got your backs.
No, you don't. No, you don't. just because in a cutscene you shoot one doesn't mean you're actually doing anything helpful in the game. Yeah, it's much like the Journey to the West element just being kind of crammed in here. The co-op play element is just crammed in this. Logically and gameplay wise, it makes way more sense to just allow the... Come on, let me down. I want down there. There we go. Like, it makes a lot more sense that I would just be holding on to my own health kits. Put it on that belt. Give it a reason to exist besides holding the cloud. And...
A turret!
I can't get a light on it!
I'll deal with it.
And we're doing more of this stuff. Which there's too much of this.
Be careful! Okay! Fully charged!
Oh, I thought I was actually gonna reach the turret. I didn't realize I was gonna have to take the awkward angles to it. And it just needs one hit to do a takedown now. And we're getting more of these memories, and there's an achievement for getting all the memories, but
Okay, all done.
none of them are making any sense
Okay, I'm ready.
as
I
far
can move
as...
the cranes from here. Just say when.
Like, never makes sense as far as a overarching story. It really just feels like they bought cheap stock images. Well, I told her to turn it, and then it started the cutscene a few seconds later. So, yeah, this right here is the Titan.
We can't reach the heatsink from this side. We'll need to get to the other crane.
I assume what the game wants me to do is pull the switch. And see, I threw her
Where are you going?
up, and she's about to kill me for going the wrong direction.
Monkey, figure out a way to get me over there.
There are several points in this game where
That controls the other
it's
crane.
felt like
Can you get over
I
there?
could just run ahead and play the game I want to, the way I want to play the game, and then it said, nope, you can't do that. You have to do it the linear path that we have pre-programmed the game to do. And when you compare the climbing on a pre-programmed path like this versus Assassin's Creed, where you can, sure, there were some thought up paths, but you could also probably find several dozen other ways to get from point A to point B. It just feels a lot more freeing and a lot less constricted
You'll have
to
to
play
shift that junk
Assassin's
out of the
Creed
way.
versus this. This seems like it was there for no reason. Like, really, it feels almost like that was gonna get knocked over, so then if I fell down I could get back up to this point, but I don't know if that's actually true. This is a lot of work for a heatsink.
Okay, Trev, Get on.
A lot of work for a heatsink.
Hit it again.
And clearly, at some point, I'm gonna get over there to collect more of these tech bubbles, tech points.
Oh, damn. I can't reach it. You're gonna have to get over here and throw me up.
Okay, I'll find a way to get you. Well, I can see a route to you if I can just get over there.
Seems like I can control that, but I can't jump over to that. Yeah, but there's no way. Actually, there's kind of no way. Either direction. Oh, that was a shortcut. Interesting. So now it's just a matter of figuring out how to climb up to that point. And I guess I will have to do that next recording. Like, we don't have anything more to unlock there, and anything more that we can unlock there. So I thought I had seen a prompt that said I could unlock something, but obviously not. So an ammo piece is probably the next thing we'll get. We'll probably get all of the staff things done if I'm just gonna do the cheapest upgrade always next, before we get all of the health upgraded. That's gonna be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good